All right, you guys, that is it. That is the La Liga season. Barcelona have just beat Athletic Bilbao 3-0 in the final game of La Liga. Robert Lewandowski had a brace, but it was not enough to snag that pichichi from Mbappe. And we need to talk about what we saw in this final game. But if you haven't seen my face and you don't know who I am, maybe you've been seeing my videos and you've been watching without subscribing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am just Max, and on this channel I talk about things like La Liga to the Prem and of course the UCL. And I am back here to bring you the final match review of the 2024-2025 La Liga season, and what a ride it has been for Barcelona fans. They end the season on a very high note with Barcelona seeing of the Athletic Club at La Catedral in Bilbao 3-0 in style, and there's so many things we need to talk about and so many things we need to look forward to ahead of next season. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup that Hansi Flick started with for this game. We had Iñaki Peña in goal. He was just returning to goal for the first time since the Super Copa tournament when he got replaced by Szczesny, and it was so nice to see him get some action after he was unceremoniously replaced by Szczesny. We did see Alejandro Balde, who is now back to fitness. Pau Kubasi and Ronald Araujo were Barcelona's centre back for this occasion. Eric Garcia is still covering up for Kunde, who is still injured, so Eric Garcia is in the right back. Pedri and Gavi coming as Barcelona's double pivot in midfield, and we saw a front that consisted of Rafinha in the familiar left-hand position, Lamine Yamal in the right side position, Robert Lewandowski as a striker, and Fermin Lopez playing that 10. That's what he played. Okay, and this game started out like you would not be able to believe that this was this was a final game. You would have thought, like, looking at this game, that there was something more to be played for. You would have thought that the league was not already done and dusted the way that Athletic Club attacked this game. Now I have to give them their kudos. Athletic Club finished fourth in this season's La Liga. They will be playing in the UEFA Champions League next season for the first time in a very, very long time. So congratulations to Athletic Club. I look forward to seeing how you guys represent Spain and La Liga in the UEFA Champions League next season. And if what we saw from Bilbao today is anything like what we're to expect next season, it is going to be a cracker. It's going to be good, because when we saw Athletic Bilbao come out against Barcelona today, you saw that they had a very clear idea of what they wanted to do, which is break that Barcelona highland, press that Barcelona, put them under pressure at different instances, and make sure that they made mistakes. Now, at one point in that first half, Athletic Bilbao did have the ball in the back of the net, but as we will come to know, I think it makes so much sense that much of Barcelona this season has been, a conversation of the highline and the offside flag. So it made sense that the offside flag today was also a participant in this match, and that that goal was rather rightly ruled out by the linesman because it was offside. But it seems to be that moment, in my opinion, spurred this Barcelona team on. They ended up rising to the occasion. They matched the intensity, they matched the moment. They really played Atletico Madrid through and through, and what a performance from everybody in Barcelona today. The first goal for Robert Lewandowski was one of the best things that have come to be characterized of Hansi Flick's Barcelona this season, which is quick and crisp passing, not just passing for the sake of passing, but passing with purpose. There's a foul that is being played. Pedri gets the ball very quickly, restarts the move. This goal comes within 3 moves, and this is what I love about this Barcelona. Like 3 moves and the ball is in the back of the net, and Athletic Bilbao, they're stunned because against the run of play, they have been pressing Barcelona. It all starts with Pedri, who takes the ball, passes the ball to Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez, as you guys know on this channel, is one of my favorite players this season. I just love the energy that Fermin Lopez brings to every single match. And Fermin Lopez today receives that ball from Pedri, puts a very, very good through ball to Robert Lewandowski, who is very well placed to chip Unai Simon, who is, by the way, the Spanish #1 goalkeeper and a top goalkeeper in his own right. And it was just 1-0, and it was very against the run of play. And at that moment, I'm looking at Robert Lewandowski. He is, I think, 5 goals off the pace of Kylian Mbappe, and I was like, can we do it? Because we have seen Robert Lewandowski score 5 goals before in a match. Nothing is impossible. And we've seen Barcelona, of course, score 7 goals in a match this season. So there was that little bit of, can it be done? Although that was a little bit of delusion for most Barcelona fans, if I'm being honest. However, Barcelona will continue to press Athletic Bilbao. And not too long after that first goal, Robert Lewandowski did get a second goal in the back of the net once again. This time it comes from a very, very good header through an in-swinging ball from none other than the man himself, Rafinha. Now, I have to stop for a minute and talk about Rafinha, who has had a legendary season. He has had a magnificent season. He has had a wonderful season. The way Rafinha has been able to get a goal or assist contribution in every game he has played, or almost every game he has played this season, is something that I don't think we talk about enough, but I think we need to take some time to look back on at this season and really appreciate it. By the way, if you've watched this video up until this point and you still haven't subscribed, come on, help me out. I'm trying to grow this channel here, so please like, subscribe, share, leave me a comment about what you think and what you're thinking about the game up until this point, and I was so appreciate it. But like I was talking about Rafinha, who has had a legendary season, one that we need to take some time to really dissect and really understand the kind of things that he's done this season, because somehow when he keeps doing it every season, every game, like, it looks ridiculous, but it really is just that good. Like, even when Rafinha is not playing the best football, he's still able to nudge a goal or assist, you know, every single time, and I love it. And today was no different, because he puts in a well-whipped cross into that 18 through. It was a corner, and the ball misses everybody, including all the Athletic Bilbao defenders, but it finds Robert Lewandowski, who was just hiding in the back post and had the freest of headers. Now, I know that Robert Lewandowski has scored some legendary goals and some really easy goals as well over his career, but in terms of headers, I don't think he will get another cheap header like this one, because there was nobody on him. It almost shocked everybody, like how they managed to lose one of the most prolific goal scorers of our time and not pick him up at the back of the post. It was ridiculous. And within the space of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, Athletic Bilbao are down 2-0, and that just characterized Barcelona this season, because when it rains, it pours. When they come on you, like, once they attack you, once they score 1, they're most likely going to score 2, and that is just really, it really is the character. I'm just so excited that it ended this way for Barcelona. Now, as a delusional Barcelona fan that I am, I was hoping for Robert Lewandowski to go on to score maybe 4 goals to catch up to Kylian Mbappe's Pichichi numbers. Maybe they could share that Pichichi. That did not happen today. Robert Lewandowski did have good opportunities in the match where he could have maybe got a hat-trick at the very least. There was that in-swinging cross from Rafinha that had Robert Lewandowski one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he just skies the ball, and this was in the second half. But make no mistake, I am so happy to get the title over any Pichichi whatsoever, so I'm not going to lose sleep that Robert Lewandowski has now lost the Pichichi to Kylian Mbappe, who, by the way, has had a sensational season for Real Madrid. Let it be said, he has had a sensational season. He's done really well for them. He's been, by far, like, he's given what he needs to give. From not being a typical striker, he's had over 40 goals, and I think it's 42 goals this season. It's really incredible. It's a wonderful debut, so take nothing away from him. He's had a wonderful season, but I am always going to pick the La Liga over Pichichi, so I'm not going to lose any sleep that Robert Lewandowski was a few goals short today from that Pichichi. But congratulations to Kylian Mbappe. Barcelona today were able to round out this game with a 3-0 win, and the third goal did come in a very, very last minute, and that is thanks to Dani Olmo, who won a penalty. And when I saw it, I was like, it is a penalty. Let's make no mistake. It is a penalty, and yeah, he takes the ball, dispatches it very well, and it's the last kick of the game. Now, I am so excited as a Barcelona fan. This has been a wonderful, wonderful season. I did not start this season creating content for football. I only started, talking about football on here when Barcelona was going through their low moments, because I was just frustrated. But this has been just a journey for me and for, Barcelona themselves to be able to wrap this season up the way that we have. So proud of everything that we've achieved. We started this season with 3 things in mind. We wanted to win the La Liga, we wanted to win the Copa del Rey, and we wanted to win the UEFA Champions League. We were 1 game or 2 minutes short of being in the UEFA Champions League finals, but we did end up getting to win the La Liga and the Copa del Rey. So be that as it may, it has been without a doubt a very sensational season for Barcelona, and I am looking forward to going again next season, this time a whole season, and seeing how Hansi Flick is able to take it up a notch. We've achieved the highest of highs in his first season, so I'm looking forward to seeing the adjustments that Barcelona are able to make this summer to make sure that this team is still being able to be competitive. Now, I'm hearing rumors online that Barcelona might be looking to sign a goalkeeper in Juan Garcia. I am all for that, and I have been talking about it in my TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, you're wrong, because there are many things I talk about on TikTok that I don't get to talk about here. So please follow my TikTok. The handle is in my bio. There's so much content that I put out there that don't make it on here. So please, please, please go on there and follow my TikTok. But that said, Barcelona are looking like they might be signing that goalkeeper. I love it, because the goalkeeping position is something that we need to shore up if we're looking to compete in the UEFA Champions League next season and to take it one step further and be in that finals position. But all in all, what a sensational season. What a magnificent season. What a season for Robert Lewandowski, for everybody, for Lamine Yamal, for Rafinha. I did do a midway point live where I talked about, I reviewed the season up until that point. I will be coming back here to talk about the season as a whole, reflect on Barcelona's season, and then reflect on everything that we saw this season from Real Madrid to everywhere else in Europe. So please, please, please be on the lookout for that live. We will be covering the Club World Cup as well. Yes, Barcelona is not participating in that competition, but there's no reason why the show must not go on. I will be covering that tournament, and I will be bringing you as much content on the transfer window as I am able to. It has been a wonderful first season for me, covering Barcelona and talking about my love for this team, my love for this game, and I am so excited that this game has ended. We can all breathe. Let me know how you felt about this in the comment section. Let me know how you feel, Barca fans. But until next season, for this kind of content, but I will be back with the Club World Cup and other things. But until next season, bye guys.